Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. Last episode we made a rocket that we are going to now try and launch to Minmus with a rover on the end of it. Here it is, the Mark III. Because the first two Marks didn't quite work properly. Well, actually I think they would have worked fine if I'd used them right. But this is the Mark III. Oh yeah, if I hadn't turned the SAS off. But this is the Mark III. No, if I had turned the SAS off, yeah. This is the Mark III with a lot more RCS and advanced SAS and a generally, wider wheelbase. Just generally better design, as well as an abort system as well. Though there are a few changes I'm going to have to make to it. Oh yeah, I can shift click, can't I? The first one is to add launch clamps. Over here. Oh yeah, of course, it's two at a time. I'll put them on the middle then. There we go. And make sure that they're down there. Okay, the second change is to add power to this thing, because I completely forgot to add any form of power source. So that was stupid. Yep, it's going to look really weird when when these detach, but it looks fine for now. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that should be it. That should work fine, I hope. Actually, I'll put, just because of aerodynamics might be added in the future, I don't know. I'll add some nice aerodynamic nose cones on. Like so. Right, let's save and launch this. Okay. Lovely low frame rate there. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's something I need to do. I just realised that... Oh yeah, I was just thinking I thought I destroyed that, but no, I just remembered that I did restart the flight, so that would have reappeared. Which means the debris over there would have gone. Yep, it has, okay. Yeah, I just remembered I should create an action group for these wheels. Because if I just press G, they're going to fold up, but those are going to fold out. Although these... Oh no, but that means, yeah, when I land on Minmus... I was just thinking, but these, you can raise all of them at the same time. But then, when I land on Minmus... If I land on Minmus... No, I should be able to. Quite easily. When I land on Minmus, I would have to activate each of these individually. So I'll create a custom action group for them very quickly. Because none of them have symmetry or anything. Yeah, there we are. Right, what do I want that as? Gear? Which are these? Ah, I see. So if I make a custom one... Wait a minute. I see, so... Actually, when I detach this, I could then open all the landing gear out. I'll still create a custom action group for these then. Just in case. Because the gear should open, but... I'd rather be safe than sorry. Oh, that is all of them, isn't it? Yeah, that should be all of them. So this is all of these. Right. Oh, no. That's the other thing I need to do. I'll do it here, it's fine. Yeah, I need to just separate the parachute from the Separatrons, because the Separatrons will only be used as an abort measure. And I don't want them to fire if they don't need to fire. So let's just try... Yep, that works. And then if I press G for gear... Yep, okay. That should work fine. Right. SAS on, throttle up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we got build back. Oh, this is nice and steady. Though we have got a lot less gimbling power, but it seems to be easily enough. This is gentle. Whoa, a lot of overheat warnings. Though nothing should actually overheat. Which one's that one? Is that the very, very centre one? Yeah. Detaching in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nuts! Oh! Okay, whoops. Oh, and that's detached it. Okay, abort. Yeah, look at that. That works, that does. Yeah, whoa. Oh, that was too close for comfort. Am I still going up? Oh dear. Okay, bye. You can't remember on your own. Yeah, that was stupid. I accidentally tried to detach the engines just before they actually should have been detached. I was trying to detach them exactly on time and I was early, so I won't do that next time. But it was a perfect test of the abort system. And the abort system works really nicely. So that's nice. And open the parachute. 6, 5, open. Yes. That works perfectly. Okay, the abort system works, which is fantastic. So that's one less thing to worry about. Sorry, Bill. Sorry. Try again. And we don't want to time warp him into the ground. Okay. Let's go back to the VAB and launch again. And I might as well just permanently save this change here while I'm at it. Okay. Let's do this properly this time and not detach the engines before they should do. I'm not sure whether we need Separatrons on them. Hey, we got Jeb this time. The one with the very demented looking grin. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry I called your grin demented. He suddenly stopped grinning. Okay, launching in 5, 4, 3. Oh, hang on. Better just do this first. There we go. Okay, launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. I like how these are actually moving and trying to correct for things, but these aren't actually moving with them, even though they're attached. That's pretty weird. The collision box must be static, and then these are just sort of... they move within the collision box, rather than moving the collision box. Though that would mean that it sometimes, if you turned a plane, it would rip the wing off, I suppose. Or, you know, if it hit anything, it would just rip off. Though that would be really funny. This is really sturdy. I barely used any struts on it as well. I think it's putting struts from here to the centre there, and you know, same at the bottom and on the other side for each one of them, is the most sturdy way of doing it. It's a really stubby looking rocket though. I'd like it to be a bit more tall and majestic. Ooh, something exploded. But I think that was just the separator thing that it was using. We'll better start gravity turning soon. Now, because of the way the fuel lines are positioned, I'm going to have to expect some roll. Because of all my rockets that use fuel tanks do roll a bit because they're always off center slightly. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe there isn't going to be any roll. Unless it will roll in the upper atmosphere or something. Okay, where are we? slightly off, so I'm just going to drag it down. Is that it? Yeah, that's fine. A bit further down. It keeps wanting to try and pitch that way. Oh. Easy there. Oh, there's the roll. Yeah, I think it's when the atmosphere has less an effect. But yeah, let's try that again. When the atmosphere has less of an effect on it, it tries to roll a bit. But this is really stable at the moment. And there's a ton of fuel as well. I think that's enough gravity turning for now. Ooh, ooh, what exploded? Oh no, it's fine. Sound like you're being punched in the face? Check. Realise that nothing is wrong? Check. Overacting. Those engines are wobbling a bit. Yeah, I was a bit worried that one of the engines had actually fallen off, but no, it's fine. They're wobbling a bit, but... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, fine. Okay, we're alright, alright. Oh, good, this is easier to turn now. So I'll pitch it all the way over. Then I'll have to round off the orbit and then get into the inclination of Minmus. Stop. That'll do fine. And we've still got a ton of fuel left. I'm hoping that this fuel is just enough to be able to send this tank into a sort of a crashing trajectory onto Minmus, so that we don't leave any debris behind. Ooh, that's a little bit much. There we go. That's the first thing the knee's doing. Where is Minmus? That's there. So yeah, I'll then have to put a maneuver about there and correct the inclination, and then we can do the burn pretty much straight away. Oh no, yeah, when we get round to the other side. Actually, yeah, that is pretty much straight away. Oh, hang on, I better just position myself. I should have a ton of monopropellant, because it will use the tanks in here. So I think the way the tanks work does need changing, because at the moment they like to evenly drain out of all of the tanks, or drain the same amount out of all the tanks, which means that the tanks with the least amount of fuel do run out first, even if they're on a completely different stage. Although, can't you actually toggle whether or not they're active? Yeah, you can. Alright, I think I'll do that. If I just deactivate all of... Oh no, but that means I'll just have to reactivate them all. Although that is quicker than having to fill them all up again. Actually, yeah, I should have done that on the launch pad. So I just deactivate them all. Try and do this before the time runs out. Right, that's all of them deactivated, yes. Yes, okay. Why did I put so many tanks on this thing? So I just realised this is going to take a while. Oh no, there's barely any fuel that has to be transferred in it. If we actually got to Minmus, then there'd be a... the amount of RCS we would have used by then would have been much... would have used more RCS by the time we got there, so this whole procedure would take a much longer amount of time. There we are. I don't know whether it would still use these RCS ports, though. Yes, yes it will. But these aren't draining. Good. Okay. And these ones, actually the outer ones, I should leave them deactivated. Because there are getting home and some emergency moving around fuel. These are the ones that will really be used most. I could probably get away with using a tank of these anyway. So at least I've got one spare. Alright, let's get up there. I'll estimate about... I'll burn about 7 seconds before the node. Oh, that was good. I was almost perfectly on then. Okay, that's pretty good. There. There we go. That's pretty good. So where do we need to put the inclination on? Inclination change burn thing. There. There we go. Oh no, it's a bit high. There, that's perfect. It will increase the apoapsis a little bit, but that's fine. Because when you start messing with that as well, it alters the inclination again. As long as the inclination is fine, it's that. Then I'm okay with that. Now the burning towards north, aren't we? So the point should be somewhere up here. Actually, I don't know which way north is, so that's south. Okay, well done, brain. Though it's kind of hard to determine which way's north. Oh, hang on a minute. Ah, that just fixed everything. I was gonna say it's kind of hard to determine which way's north and which way's south when you're on over a rotating planet. But no, you just go into orbital view. That's north, that's south. Simple. Oh well. I prefer free view anyway. Hello, cat. The cat has now joined us. Time warp. So the other one was it was a good idea to start about 6 or 5 seconds before the node, so I'll do the same now. Okay. Perfect. Throttle down just a bit. Okay, that's fine. And then we need to burn 2 Minmus. That's about there, so about there. Even with maneuver nodes, there is a bit of guesswork involved. I remember the old days when we didn't have to use maneuver nodes. Well, not have to use them, but we didn't use them because we didn't have them. There's the periapsis, a bit lower. Oops, not that low. Okay, that's actually higher. I suppose you could judge by the shape of this how high the periapsis is, so very gently do that. That should be the lowest. Yes, it is. Awesome. I just hope it doesn't accidentally throw us onto a moonish trajectory for some strange reason. Okay, let's just get round to here. Yeah, we got tons of the stuff. We're not going to run out anytime soon. It'd probably be an idea, because of the thrust of the Poodle engine, it might be an idea to use the RCS to assist with the landing, to try and make it as precise as possible. As in by burning up and down to control the speed. No, that is not going to take 6 seconds to burn. How long would it take? Well, no, it's about 4 times what the 6-second burn was. Or the one where I burned 5 seconds before. So 20 seconds before, because this should then be a 40-second burn. That should be about right, I think. Oh, I'm about right. That was pretty good timing. Blue marker a bit more accurately. It's good that the blue marker moves according to whether you're burning straight or not. tiny amount of thrust and it's still... Okay, that should be alright, judging by the shape of the return trajectory, which will then put us in a really high orbit. So there's no go. If we run out of fuel, we're not coming back. Oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Awesome. Okay. Let's just hope it doesn't just suddenly decide that we're not on a trajectory. Although I think sometimes it decides that you're no longer on a minimus trajectory, and then just as you get up close to do a burn to try and get yourself into a minimus trajectory, it decides that you actually are in a minimus trajectory. Whoa. Like that. No, that is exactly what I'm talking about. So I think that if I get up really close, it should then put us on a proper minimus trajectory. There you go. What did I tell you? Okay, so for the periapsis... I wouldn't normally use maneuvers for this, but I might as well just use them because they're there. It's really not necessary. How low do I want the periapsis? I'll probably do one of those landings where I just kill all the velocity and jump straight down. About 44. Yeah, that will do. We're in a very, very polar orbit as well, so do I want to change that? Nah, there's no point. I won't bother. Oh, yeah. Wait, there's a maneuver? Oh, yeah, because I just set up a maneuver. I was just wondering about that. Oh, hang on. Wait, why can't I... Wait, what? I've suddenly lost control of the SAS and the RCS and the throttle and everything. What? We've got electric charge. What's happened? We've got power. There's something just fallen apart. What? Hold on. If we just go to the space center, what on earth is going on? Did the space kraken get us? Oh no, we got control now. What? What happened there? I think that was just a glitch. It's a sign of the apocalypse. The space kraken is awakening again. Because I know where he's hiding. He actually is in the game, by the way. Not the actual space kraken that used to cause the glitch. It was just an homage to the legend. But he is there, and I will find him someday. But luckily, it helps that I know which planet he's on. And that planet is very small. Right, so it should be somewhere over here that the blue marker is. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, wait, and the tank's still disabled. I don't know whether exiting would have re-enabled the tanks. Oh, it's re-enabled them. Oh well. I'll when we land, I'll fill them back up again, I suppose. Just in case we have any more problems. I might as well just get it all over and done with in one go. Let's try doing a flight without the map view. I've never tried that before. Also, I ought to start accepting user-submitted ships as well. Do a little showcase, see if I can... Actually, like a challenge thing, perhaps. Live streaming is also something I've wanted to do for a while. It's just the only problem is my internet connection. You know, my computer has the power. You know, I've got power to spare in that area. But our internet, unfortunately, doesn't. Because if you want to know what our internet is like, basically, get a potato and plug an Ethernet cable into it. That is our internet. And while it's actually surprisingly good for most things, for live streaming, anything involving uploading, it's terrible for. Downloading is fine, but uploading, no. Like Skype video and live streaming. So unfortunately, if I did a live stream, it would be quite low res. But hopefully watchable. It'd probably be like Scott's live streams sort of quality. Maybe a little bit higher, I don't know. Depends on what I can squeeze out of the system. As it were. Okay, that should be fine. But yeah, then I could try out challenges. Like you just randomly tell me to try and do something. Right. Oh, we're coming up that way. So maybe what I might do is... Well, it depends on what position Minmus is by the time we get round. How much fuel do we have in that stage? Not much. Okay. What I'm going to do is get round to this side and then kill all of our velocity and get a straight, you know, pretty much a straight downward landing. We'll probably not land on an ice lake, but we'll land very close to one. And then that'll ensure that we get rid of that other stage as well as land, hopefully. It'll make for a nice adventure, a nice little trip to an ice lake. Okay. Here we go. This is a long episode. This is going to be a long episode. Although I'm probably not going to do any of the roving around until next episode, I'm afraid. Otherwise, this would be like an hour and a half. Oh, hello, cat. Oh no, it's down there, isn't it? That cat needs oiling. That was kind of a squeaky meow. Easy, easy. There we go. And throttle up. Very gently. Okay, so if the stage runs out, it will crash on Minmus and not leave any debris. Perfect. And I'll just get that down a little bit more. I want to land fairly close to the equator. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get to the apoapsis and do the same thing. Rinse and repeat. Okay, we should have enough fuel to actually get on the trajectory to land with. Just get up there. Alright, the apoapsis is where I thought it might go. I mean, the retrograde pointer thing is where I thought it would end up being. Very gentle burn. This is such a powerful rocket that a gentle burn means a bit too much power. That's very much like a Saturn V lower stage. It's kind of cool. Nice gradual burn. Actually, I want to kill off pretty much all of our velocity because I want to go practically straight down and not land on that rocky region there. Yes, meow. Hello. Ah. I'm not paying enough attention to you, am I? There you go. Oh. Okay, now I want to just switch this around. And cut the engines. Right, so we land about there. About there. So we've got a relatively flat surface to land on. And then... I can't zoom in any further. And then we can have a little adventure trying to get to an ice lake, and then using the ice lake to get back into orbit. And such. Whoops. Turn off the RCS, don't waste that stuff. Oh, we got tons of it. I don't think it really matters. Right, we are falling now. Excellent. At a blisteringly fast 5 meters a second. Oh, 6 meters a second. I mean, it's still got some fuel in this tank as well. Might as well use it while it's there. I think I actually put way too much fuel in this tank. I probably could have got away with a landing stage of about half the size. Okay. Where are we going to land? Should be around there, I think. So it's relatively flat, but I'm just wondering whether the flat bits of Minmus are actually the more bumpy regions, just because of a strange optical illusion, and the bumpy regions are actually nice and smooth, just rounded. that would be a bit weird. Okay, let's get in nice and close. Okay, that's close enough. And I think actually I'll jettison this stage, because otherwise we won't have, it won't have enough speed to actually completely destroy itself. So the landing legs up and start burning gradually. Actually no, just quite gradually. There that stage goes. Nice long slow burn. Really, really, really tiny amount of thrust there. Ah, there's the rocks. Come on. Oh, that still hasn't exploded. Come on. Hurry up and explode. Boom. Okay. Well, it hasn't. I think that was just despawned. That's a shame. If it despawned before it exploded. At least it didn't leave any debris. I have a thing about debris. Okay. Let's really start killing the velocity now, just to... Oh man. Maybe a bit faster. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. This is going well. Yeah, we got power to spare because Minmus is so tiny. Actually, I'm just going to point directly horizontal. RCS on. And then use the RCS to kill our velocity. We're still slowing down as well with the engine, but I'll then use some RCS to then help. Okay. Just a tiny bit less thrust, I think. That's it. Keep it at 2 meters a second. And there we go. I should have checked how sloped this was earlier. Oh, nice view there. Okay, so now there's the tricky part. We've landed. Nice, gentle, precise landing. So now I've got to transfer all the RCS fuel from here to here. And also turn these particular ones off. And then I've got to do the tricky thing, the other tricky thing, of actually then getting this on the surface. And I know that the normal habit of these sorts of things is to completely defy the laws of physics and turn upside down. So I'm just hoping it doesn't do that. Yeah, now this is taking a lot longer than the first time I had to do this, which is why I originally wanted to disable the tanks. Look how much RCS fuel there is there. And I don't want to use too much to actually get this thing on the ground. And these as well. Oh, and disable that. And then leave these ones activated. And then if the prototype works, and I'm able to return it back to Minmus safely... Hold on a minute. You know how picky I am about space debris? Well, we're leaving this base station here, aren't we? Well, I'll leave that as like a marker. Oops, hang on. That one than that one. In, yeah. I'll leave that as a marker, then. It'll actually guide other ships in, and I might be able to come back to it with another rover, just to practice. Yeah, that's the reason. I definitely did not forget to attach some sort of a drone system to launch it and destroy it. Oh, almost done with this. Oh, wrong way. That was stupid. Then we just got one more. But leaving these two deactivated means that we've definitely got enough fuel to return home, even if this tank completely runs out. And there's some room for manoeuvring for whatever reason. Ah, did it again. There we go. Come on, last tank, last tank. And then this is going to involve some very fancy flipping. And the low gravity of Minmus means that this thing's going to bounce. Which is not going to be fun. There we go, okay. F5 to quick save, wasn't it? Yep, okay, I'll quick save. Not F9. Right, now because we're on a slope, this thing's going to want to go there. So I'm going to have to twist it round very quickly. And leave the SAS off. And open the gear very quickly, and I'll just turn the lights on as well with U. So, whoa, look at that. So these are the lights from here, so I can always tell altitude. Okay, and then detach. Open the gear up. Spin it round this way. My computer is really noisy all of a sudden, I don't know why. I thought I enabled VSync on here on this. Okay, now RCS, go that way. RCS off. Twist, twist, twist. Yes! Perfect. Oh no, not abort. No, yes, that is brakes. No, that's abort. Oh! And a little bounce. Perfect. Look at that. And barely any RCS fuel used in that manoeuvre. And there's Kerbal, and there's the moon as well. That's a really nice shot. Well, that went perfectly. Okay. Excellent. And we're on a slope, and you know what slopes mean? We don't have to use as much RCS fuel, but there's a lot of rocks in the way. So how far is it to the nearest ice lake? Ha. I suppose because that's the sunny side, I'll have to go that way. Even though I think that one is slightly closer, although that one's slightly more treacherous territory. Oh well. This is only a prototype, so it doesn't matter whether we get to an ice lake or not, as long as we are able to get home. This will be a good challenge, actually, with that as a marker. You've got to land near that and get to an ice lake without running out of RCS fuel. So I might need to add more tanks to this, to the next version of this. Anyway, that's it for today. Tomorrow, we're going to have an entire episode of roving around with this thing and then getting home. So subscribe for more, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.